Hi, kindergarten. I miss you guys so much, and I hope that you guys are having a really good Thanksgiving break with your families. I hope that you guys get to eat lots of turkey and lots of sweet stuff, and I cannot wait to see you guys when you are back. Okay, so I wanted to quickly read to you a story that I love, and I think you guys will really like it too. All right, it is called Spookily the Square Pumpkin. And this goes along with the craft that I sent home for you guys to do. So if you look in your folder, there should be a craft and it has a square in it. It has a stem that goes on your pumpkin. And you guys can do it because I really want to see them when we return, okay? So I'm going to read the story that goes along with that because I thought it would be something that you guys could do while you're home, especially on Monday or Tuesday, okay? So if you do the craft, make sure that you save it because I really want to see them, okay? So I'm going to read to you guys now the legend of Spookily the Square Pumpkin, okay? All right. One day in the pumpkin patch, the strangest little pumpkin hatched. Spookily wasn't like his friends. Where they had curves, he had ends. Spookily was different. He was odd. He was rare. Spookily the pumpkin wasn't round. He was square. While the round pumpkins had fun rolling all around, poor Spookily sat there shaped all wrong. He tried and tried with all his might, but he couldn't budge. He just sat tight. The other pumpkins teased him because he was so square. Spookily wished he was round and could roll everywhere. That is, until one night when they all discovered it's fine to be round when the weather is fair, but there are times it's better to be square. Halloween was just a day away when a mighty storm blew across the bay. It tossed the round pumpkins to and fro. It snapped their vines, then off they'd go. Bouncing left, slamming right, banging, bashing, what a sight! Spookily sat there filled with fright, but glad to be a square that night. Suddenly, the fence gave way. 3 pumpkins rolled out and into the bay. Spookily knew what must be done. It was up to him. He was the one. He teetered, he tottered, he tipped, he tried, and finally flipped. He was on his side. Again he tipped. Again he flopped. Again he flipped, and then he stopped right in the gap where the fence had snapped. He blocked the way. The hole was capped. All the pumpkins shouted, "Hooray!" Spookily the square pumpkin had saved the day. Then a pumpkin hit him with a whack. He thought his shell would start to crack. Then another one hit him with a thump, and another one with a smack. Then one by one, a ton of pumpkins piled on the stack with a bang and a bash and a crunch and a crash, and then it went all black. At dawn, when the storm had stopped, the farmer came out and checked his crop. He picked his pumpkins up one by one and laid them out in the warm, dry sun. And when the last was moved away, the farmer could see what had saved the day. An odd-shaped pumpkin, short and dense, was wedged against the broken fence. Its shell was bruised, its stem was too. But there was brave little Spookily, sitting straight and strong and true. Right then and there, the farmer knew, of all the seeds he'd ever sown, Spooky's was the most special that he had ever grown. And the next year, when it was time to sow, he sowed those seeds in every row. He watered and weeded and watched them grow. And oh, that morning about mid-June, when the pumpkin patch began to bloom, there were tiny pumpkins everywhere. Hundreds and hundreds, most of them square. But some were cubes, and some rectangular. Some were flat, and others triangular. There was a bed of bright red ones and 2 rows of blue. There were polka dot pumpkins and rainbow ones too. There were thousands of colors and hundreds of shapes. Oh, what a garden variety makes. Now every year, Spooky's patch is quite a scene. People come from far and near to see what wonders grew that year. They stop, they gawk, they gaze, they stare. Then they pick a pumpkin that's round, triangular, or perfectly square. Now you know the story of how Spooky grew. Maybe someday you'll tell someone too, and they'll go tell someone who'll go tell another, and maybe one day we all will discover you can't judge a book or a pumpkin by its cover. The end. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that story. Don't forget to do your craft and hold on to them because I would love to see them when we get back. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll be praying for each one of you. All right, bye guys.